Good morning and welcome to Elixir Forge. So the last time when we were doing this tutorial video, we got stuck over here. So we had to see a way to build a form, but not a submittable form in Elixir, but a form where we can actually use to check out how LiveSelect works. So today we are diving back into it. So we have been able to see a form so I'm gonna put what we have before. So I'm going to put this form over here that ChatGPT gave us, so we can use the for with an empty string, with an empty map sort of, and we can now use a field. So we can use a field called cities. So we can do this over here. So that's not when we recompile now. Okay, they said phonics not implemented for a type of map. This protocol is implemented for the following outcome date change. Let's see what's really good to do. Problem. Paste it. Okay, so it's supposed to have a So we are still having an issue where we have phonics HTML save dot value. So I want to try to understand this protocol undefined error. So let's actually find out what we really protocol undefined. So we did research on various type of errors. So let's really look at what was this error in the state before we can start looking at the solution. Protocol undefined error. Okay, so an exception is when a protocol isn't implemented for a given value. So that means that the protocol being implemented for this dev module, we are using the dev module phonics HTML save. So they are telling us phonics HTML save Okay. I think I see the error. I think they should fix it. So we are trying to use a normal form. So now we get, now we're using a HTML Elixir form, so we can use that. They said no function clause matching in your LiveSelect. Field cities, label city, field cities unchanged. No function clause matching in your LiveSelect. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, so let's check the example they gave here. Oh, okay. We are not using at form now, so how do we do this? Okay. So we still get that issue. So we're trying to implement this first example over here. Okay, so they said that, so the thing is telling us that since we are not using a struct in an expression, that we have to use need to handle the field manually, because we are trying to, so in our mount it's saying we should do a form. And so let's see how this mount works. I don't think we have created a mount. But we don't want to use, I don't really want to do. Let me skip this step. So yes, it was the same issue that was happening where the phonics, but this particular issue was two in one actually. So the HS hook was not loading, and second of all, there was something we were supposed to add to our Tailwind configuration that we didn't add to it. So we had to like snoop through a particular project, the first project we built using LiveSelect, to see, to go through step by step of what we went wrong. So I'm going to be talking about the resolution stage. So the first thing you need to do is, first of all, make sure you have a good, your package.json is in the correct way, because the package.json that we installed was not run properly. So your package.json is supposed to have a with CSS, auto pixel, and post css. So all these files is supposed to be seen in your package or json. If all this is not seen in your package or json, then when you are running it, you would have issue. So the package or json that we ran was not correct, so that was why the live select did not do properly. So that was the first issue we faced. Then in our app.js, I was confused a bit if I can use a hook that is nothing. So yeah, you can have an object that does not have anything, but always remember to call your hooks here and pass this live select that you imported over here. So that one was one. And when we go to our core aspect, we don't have to import this over here again. Yeah, we don't have to import that again. So let's see. This is now, so we have added cities, but the last one was, so we say countries, states, and cities. So we are supposed to call this one country. So we didn't do the right convention, and this is supposed to, so this is supposed to be countries, this is supposed to be states. Yeah, so this is supposed to be, so this is supposed to be countries, this is supposed to be states. Then we are supposed to have one for, then we are supposed to now have cities. So in cities now, I'm just going to be using some cities in Lagos. We're going to see Ikeja and Ikorodu, Ajasi. So it has given us cities. And so we have states. So we pass our assign of countries. Assign of countries. Sorry. So countries, sorry. Okay. So our country is already here. So this already has, so this three layer is over there. So in this our form now, we'll add the dot tag. So we have done an example. This is an example of Just having just the form returning just the tag. So we have states, then we're going to call countries and we'll give them the right tag and we'll see how this UI looks like. Country. So we have it over here, and when we come over here to our recompile, is it showing error? Okay, so it's not showing error. It's not showing errors. So okay, assign in LiveView must be an atom. I think we made a mistake. Okay, yeah, our countries was not an atom. So that's the reason. So we are still following their documentation, and we are following their documentation, and we are also following their cheap sheets. So we would this our third one over here now. We'll try to make it looks like so over here now we're going to have one like this, but for us to have one like this we have to use value and tag. So we are going to have so we have something like this city name. So we are going to have one that so your values can come in this format where it has a label and a tag, a label value, a label and value all together. So we're going to use this. So we're going to use this for the we're going to use this kind of example now for the countries. So we're going to call it label. We're going to call it Lagos. The value would be Lagos. So we're going to call this one LA. Let's just say value will be LA. Let's just say value will be LA. So we're going to call this one so we're going with country, right? This is countries is like I think we have made a mistake. This is supposed to be state. This is supposed to be countries. So we are going with Lagos. So we say Abuja. So we are going to give it a value of so we are giving Abuja a value of AB. So we are going to call Abuja AB. Then we can make it in a so let's just leave this format. We can make it in a tuple format, Is this necessary? I don't think this is necessary. Let's not complicate things. That's not necessary, but you can use that format so you can put your value in anyhow you want to do it. So over here now we want to use but what we want to use for the second tag is we want it to have something like so we have done multiple tag. If you notice, so for us to do multiple tag, we have to use a tag that has a listing of multiple. So let's just go to the cheat sheet and try to follow it up. It's easier. If you have an issue, you can always refer to the documentation to see it. So we were able to now do if you want to set a default, if you notice we pass a default option. So we'll put a default option in one and we'll move a default option in the other one. So we'll move a default option from cities, we'll put this one. Then this tag we use multi-tag, but there are different type of tags we can utilize. So I'm going to put a style of dialogues, and we're going to put this in one of the forms. So we are going to add this in one of the form to see what difference we have. So we're going to see how the form came out, what's the difference between the two form, and we're going to add this extra class of no top and no bottom in the third form. So we'll see how it looks like. Then in this LiveSelect now, so we have a mode of tags. So in tags, so you see in tags here, they tell us we have different type of tags. So we have quick tags. So we'll call the third one quick tag. So you can play around with the documentation to implement all other things. So let's see how the form came out. Mhm. Okay. Okay, so it's giving us duplicate ID. Um oh sorry, this is supposed to be country. So this field is what it used to get its country. So you see now we have states. So this one now, since states cities, so we are saying Aja, we can get Aja from here. So over here we can get Abuja. This is how the multiple tag comes in. So you can remove a tag. Over here in country we can get Egypt. Because the when we were doing, we didn't do a live select for each of these. So the only place we did a live select for where you can test is here. Okay, I think we didn't do for here. So this text does not work. If you see here in Lagos, it doesn't work. But it works over here for Aja because this is where we did text. For us to be able to allow you to text, that's what this functionality does over here. This live select change. So the functionality that allows you to test the change and update it. So we can do. So we can. Yeah, so you can pick a country. So you see the way it comes out, the colors are different because of the kind of UI we are using. So if you notice here when we are doing the color tags is different. So it depends on they have two type of they have two type of UI. You can go with this style of the cell. So this is the double cell style. So we are going to add this double cell style to over here. Let's see how it looks like because these two style is a tailwind style. The state and country style is a tailwind style. So let's see how the cell looks like. So when we click on, so you see it doesn't come out well. So most times I will tell you to go for, because in the browser you are supposed to update like probably on some other migration. And since Tailwind is the default style that comes with Elixir, so I'll tell you to stick with Tailwind, but you can use the DaisyUI style by implementing some functionality for it. So that comes to the end of this video. Thank you for staying with us.